us how the web makes you feel in one word and why, in a sentence or two.
In touch, makes me feel in touch because there's information, news, everything I want to know about is immediately available and accessible, and I find that really interesting and exciting, and enables me to feel in touch with the world around me, even if I'm staying in one place.
Okay, the web makes me feel excited because there's so many possibilities, you can do so much with it, talk to so many people. Just makes me a bit giddy as well. Or can I have 2 words? Am I allowed?
Well, the thought I had when I came to the event was that it makes me feel free, really for 2 reasons. One is very few people are willing to pay for anything, but also at the same time it's very liberating what consumers can do. So free is the right word for the moment.
The web makes me feel in touch because I can be connected to anyone, anywhere, family, friends, work colleagues, all over the world, just at the click of a button. So in touch, but also not just with people, with information, music, that's why.
Excited. Because I feel very privileged to be living in a generation that has this available to it. Because it puts me in touch with so much information about the world, and I think with that comes a pretty awesome sense of responsibility. I think because we as a generation we're now so connected with the consequences of our behaviour as human beings. I think that creates a level of anxiety as well as excitement and responsibility.
The web makes me feel excited just because we are the first generation to really have good internet, lots of social networking, a whole different way of life. So yeah, excited.
The web makes me feel dynamic. I would say that because I no longer have to be the person I just am in my job or in my social life, but I'm allowed to be part of other online communities. So all of a sudden my personality and my outreach becomes much larger, and I'm allowed to be many people at one time.
The web makes me feel aroused because there are possibilities as to what can be done with the web. And what I mean by that, I think we've only really on the tip of the iceberg. I think there's so much more that can actually be done with it. And I'm excited because I do a lot of youth projects, and I'm actually going to be launching one pretty soon. Keep it still at the moment.
Exclusive!
Indeed. And basically, I love the possibility of what can actually happen there and how it can empower a lot of the young people that I work with and around the world as well.
I've said the web makes me feel mystified, and I think it makes me feel mystified because I don't know who's out there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how the information gets there. I don't know how it gets to me.
The web actually makes me feel quite stressed, so I'll say stressed. Basically because with all the social networking tools and all your friends on the web and work and blogging and stuff, and you're always meeting new people, which is great. It's awesome to network, but sometimes it's just like a big maze. But it's good. It's a good type of stress.
The web makes me feel anxious because there are too many choices. I can't decide what to do, and it's not fast enough, and I can't get through everything that's going through on the web.
Meetable, and in some ways I'm shy, but in other ways I kind of push myself to meet people and so on. And the web helps me reach out to lots of different people, meet different sorts of people, get a different style of doing sorts of things. Gives me something else to talk about as well. So it all feels good.
What I've put on my badge is that the web makes me feel intrigued. It's just because it's a whole world full of opportunity, information and contacts.
I put on my badge the web makes me feel stressed. But it's not just stressed. I feel that the web is just full of kind of possibilities of being able to do absolutely anything, to watch TV or to do your work or to go dating or whatever it is you want to do. But I think the problem with it is that so much happens through it that it's sometimes really difficult to escape, and I think that can make people really anxious, including me.
The web makes me feel lucky because it makes me allow me to have contact with lots of people and access to plenty of information.
The web sometimes makes me feel guilty because I will often find myself, particularly at home, when you've got this world that you're immersed in a lot of the time, outside home, at work, with friends or whatever, and then you go back home, and if you're with a family or your partner or whatever, you have this tension between what you ought to be doing there. It might even be just, I should be sitting watching TV in some sort of 1960s style perfect family moment, versus actually wanting to sit tweeting.
Web makes me feel funny. Why? 2 reasons. One, there's a lot of humour on it, which is great. But secondly, if you've ever tried updating your Facebook, Twitter and various other sources all at one day, you end up feeling a bit funny.
The web makes me feel sociable because you can talk to hundreds and thousands of people all around the world, and people that you've met in the past from school or work or a cheese shop or something, and you like the look of them, so you talk to them, and it's really good, very sociable. I love it.
Okay, I cheated. I said the web makes me feel both anxious and alive. I think anxious because the desire to be connected and find information, and feel slightly stressed when it's not around, but alive in that I'm connected to other people, and regaining that sense of community is something that's quite energizing and makes me feel alive. So there we go.
The web makes me feel empowered because it's a really obvious answer, but I think that shows something. Because I can talk to anyone, anytime, anywhere in the whole world.